What's good, people? Welcome to the After Dark here, and this is just on the death of rapper XXXTentacion. And I'm just gonna show you the reason behind this young man's death, because y'all need to understand this is somebody that obviously needed a lot of help. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that him in his age, he was 20 years old, and that he got shot. But when you do bad things like he was doing, bad things gonna come after you. That's just what happens. And he knew he was gonna die, and he even talked about karma. He said he even said in one of his Instagram videos, this man said that you die whichever death, you know what I'm saying, you would choose to do. Either you go die a bad death, you go die a good death. So he was obviously a philosopher. And as far as his music, I never listened to it because I'm not into that type of stuff. Okay, and to me, his music just wasn't up to my taste. I don't listen to a lot of that new stuff. He obviously had talent because he had a huge fan base. He had a huge following, but and this man right here, this is actually one of the few artists that was into that satanic stuff. Like, he was into the devil, the real devil worship. Okay? You know what I'm saying? He was shaving his eyebrows, wearing Team 666. This man was into a whole lot of stuff. Look at his face. And y'all gotta understand this, man. Every artist ain't doing what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people could get on Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, West all day long. Y'all get on Nas, all these other artists, you say Luciferians, but look at him. Compare those artists to him. Compare Big Sean to this guy. Compare J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar to this guy. You notice that they don't got tattoos on their face. They was not doing half the stuff this young man was doing. Okay? So that's why I tell y'all, man. Y'all can't be thinking that everybody in the industry is satanic, because they really not. This guy is only very few. Okay? And as far as the black artists, you know what I'm saying, the black entertainment is concerned, only him and I think Sammy Davis Jr. was the known people who gave their soul to the devil. Like, Sammy Davis Jr. was a known Luciferian. Went in with the first Church of Satan. But see, Sammy Davis did it so he get a huge following. So he could get the white folks to see his music. His fan base would go even further. That's why Sammy Davis did it. Sammy Davis gave his soul to the devil for the fame. So his music will be forever remembered. He could be the biggest classical artist, biggest rock artist out there. Which it was. Of course, you know what I'm saying, James Brown and Michael Jackson, all those guys they went further in their career. They had a bigger career than Sammy, but that's just what it was. Sammy is iconic. But this guy here, I mean, like I said, this guy was not only, you know what I'm saying, into the Satan stuff, he was doing other stuff behind the scenes. He was involved in a lot of crime. This man was involved in 2 domestic abuse charges. He was known for hitting his pregnant baby mama, hitting his pregnant girlfriend. I mean, hitting her. Okay? This young man had demons. And you could see it. You could see it in the eyes. This man was demon possessed. He had a lot of problems, and that's the result of bad parenting. You see, this is a young man had to grow up in the hood. See, it's a lot of young men like this individual here, like XXXTentacion. Okay, either they don't have no daddy, their mamas have to raise them by themselves. Their mamas couldn't do it them. He even said in interviews he had problems with his mama. He hated his mama. But see, the problem is his mama didn't give him the help he needed at a young age. And this is a young man who obviously suffered from bipolarism. He might have been schizophrenic, all kinds of stuff. On top of that, he was doing all kinds of other drugs. Though I say he's doing all the real drugs. He's probably doing crack, you know what I'm saying, lean, all kinds of other stuff. Man. That's what you gotta understand. When you do it, or a lot of these artists, those old drugs. A lot of them. But you gotta understand, man, this guy was about that life. He's about being evil. But he had some good philosophies. I'll give that. The one good thing he did say on Instagram is that he said for everybody to write in your journal about your goals. Write your goals of what you want to do and live out those goals. So the one thing about this guy here, that he stood out. Like, he was a different type of artist. He wasn't doing what everybody else was doing. He was doing his own particular thing. He believed in himself. But he did not use what he was preaching for good, necessarily for the good. He was using his stuff for the bad. So yeah, man, the man had messages behind his music. I wasn't gonna listen to it. For one, like I said, I told you, man, his type of music, he represents these new artists. I'm not liking a lot of these new artists at all. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? Their music to me is garbage. I don't listen to that trash. A lot of them ain't real lyrical like that. But this guy here, he was just different. But he did say it. I mean, he said it in Triple X, the Double XL. You know what I'm saying? Last year's edition, he said, "I'm a son of a serpent." You know, say I will kill you and send you to heaven or hell, whichever you believe in. He said that on the mic. And then he had the longest he had the longest freestyle. He kept rapping when the music stopped. But still, man, this guy here, like I said, to me, I saw it as a soul for this guy was crying for help. He needed somebody to really help him. And there was nobody really helping him at all. This young man needed somebody to really talk to him and find out, what caused him to go into what he was going into, what he was doing. But I already know, man. Like I said, this young man needed hands laid on him. He needed God in his life, and there was nobody to really help him. So this is, like I said, man, there's for a lot of parents, man, a lot of these daddies out here, y'all need to start taking care of your kids. People need to pay attention to their children a lot more and really talk to them. Because this is what happens. Okay, so if for all that sacrifice, this man actually knew he was gonna die. He even said it. If I ever whatever I get killed, or if I get killed as a sacrifice, I want people to remember my music. So he knew he was gonna die. The devil probably told it. And see, y'all gonna understand the people that really truly gave their soul to the devil, really was worshiping the devil, you know what I'm saying, to get fame, they're gonna die very, very young, like this guy here. Okay? But what it was, somebody just got him. He just got. It's either somebody one of his enemies, because he was in rap beef. Now the two rappers he was they named Soldier something, Soldier Jojo, some other cats. They died having beef with him. They haven't anything to do with shooting him, but this guy was involved with beef with a couple of cats. Tekashi 6ix9ine might have been one of them too. They might have been going back and forth, you know what I'm saying, beefing, but Tekashi 6ix9ine obviously squashed the beef, but yeah, he was about to beef with him too. Like I'm saying, the man had a lot of enemies. Yeah, when you live his lifestyle, you gonna have a lot of enemies. People that don't like you at all. More than the hood, because he was gang banging too. Like I say, he was doing all kinds of crazy, nasty shit. Excuse my language, but that's what it is, man. So he had to pay for what he did. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? The Most High took him out of here. Like I said, you doing the bad stuff as he doing, you're going to get judged harshly. And this is obviously somebody, he didn't go to heaven. Not doing what he was doing. He might have went to hell, but it's not up to me to say whether he went to hell or not. Because God forgives. You know what I'm saying? The Most High forgives, but just him, man, like I just saw somebody just needed help. This was a man that was crying for help desperately. And like I said, he did not get the help he needed. He needed a lot of counseling. He needed a ton of counseling. And see, this is somebody, and this is people in society you got to watch out for. When you see these type of people, you got to pray for them. You got to help them. No, don't be scared of them. Try to talk to them. Try to help them, because the man had messages. He had a philosophy. He could really talk. He believed in what he believed in. Okay, he meant what he said. He had a message and he wanted it spread out. But he also said he knew he was going to die. Look at his last Instagram when he was in the car. He knew death was coming for him. And the devil probably told him that. I'm coming to get you. So this lets you know who's really satanic and who's really not. And this guy is Puerto Rican, obviously. For the accent, he's Puerto Rican, Dominican, or Cuban. He's one of them three. Like I told you, man, a lot of these people are black. They're black folks. They're black folks just in a different ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? People like him as a part of our black culture. But yeah, he had a rough background. Like I said, no daddy around. He had no other family looking out for him. You know, and his mama couldn't handle him. His mama didn't know what to do with him. He hated his mama for other various reasons. And maybe because he felt his mama wasn't taking care of him right. You know, his mama might have been on drugs. It might have been all kinds of stuff why he hated his mama. The man felt alone. This young man felt abandoned. Nobody really cared about him. So when a child goes through these things, they do stuff like he's doing. They become demon possessed. The devil tells them, I love you. I will love you. I'll give you what you want. So that's what it is. Look at his face. Look at tattoos. Okay, look. This is somebody, like I said, it was obviously crazy. Psycho crazy. But again, he had music, he had talent. But like I said, it's sad because he was only 20 years old. He didn't even live to see 21 yet. And that's sad. I don't like seeing nobody this young die like that. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a shame. It's bad. It's terrible. It's a shame that somebody this young with that much talent had to die, but that's what happens. But he talked about karma. He believed in it. But he knew that he was doing some bad things. So eventually he was going to die. He knew one of his enemies was going to kill him. He knew this already. Anytime somebody was talking on the Instagram like he was doing on a video, like if I ever die and this and that, as a sacrifice. He knew what was up already. So that's why I don't believe a lot of people when they accuse certain artists of being satanic. Like Pastor Chronicles right knows this dude he doesn't even talk about. He don't talk about XXXTentacion at all. And XXXTentacion been around the last 2 years. He didn't talk about this young man at all. But he'll talk about 50 Cent. He'll talk about Snoop Dogg. This guy here compared to Snoop Dogg is really just like a pebble compared to this guy. People gotta understand, Snoop Dogg turned his life completely around. Snoop Dogg ain't talking about none of this gangster music like he was back in the day. No, man. Snoop Dogg is, I told you, man, Snoop Dogg is doing something positive. Snoop Dogg has decided to take the Most High seriously. That's why he's in church now, singing, praising. People act like Snoop Dogg can't worship the God, but this guy here was actually worshiping the devil. This man has another video where he's wearing a hat that said Team Satan with 666 on there. Now, how many other artists y'all see it in the game, even today, wear the 666 or the hat? None. For real. Comment in the section. I want to see which other artist that wears the 666 Team Satan. I don't see very many of them doing that. And the only other artist in the game besides XXXTentacion that was wearing upside down crosses and wearing the 666 was Our Future Wolfgang. Okay, Tyler, the Creator's late group. You know, his rap group. Him, Haji, Earl, all these cats. But those cats were atheists. See, there's a difference. See, atheists don't believe in God nor the devil. Not like this guy, what he was believing in. See, XXXTentacion might have thought of himself as Satan at one time. But no, All Future Wolfgang, they were atheists. So they don't believe in nothing. Tyler, the Creator even said, how am I believe in the devil when I never met the man? How am I believe in God when I never met the man? So at least Tyler, the Creator admitted what he was. But this guy here was a whole different beast. And y'all understand something too, man. In the rap game, there's at least one out of every like 20, 30, 40 some rappers that come into the game every now and then. That's just like XXX. They have very dark lyrics. They're very dark poetics. But it's the result of what they've been through in their life. So, you know, my spirit mourns for this guy because he, like I said, he wasn't saved. Nobody really told him about who the God was. Nobody really told him about religion. So this is somebody growing up not believing who God was because he thought that God did exist because this man might have felt that nobody loved him. He even said, I have a lot of enemies, people I can't trust. Even in the music business, he even said it. People did him wrong. And it's the truth, man. People in the music industry will do you wrong. They'll screw you over. Like I said, this man believed in himself. He made it happen for himself. He got in there. But like I said, he had bad karma. That's what it was. Anytime you hitting women, anytime you hit your baby mama, the women carrying your child, bad things go definitely happen to you. God's not going to allow people like this to be living on earth and they doing bad things. They ain't even trying to change. He wasn't trying to change. He was about who he was. So whoever watched this video, let this be a lesson that you just can't go off accusing everybody of being a part of some organization, being part of the devil, being a part of evil, unless their actions show for it. It's funny how people can talk about Jay-Z all day long, but don't look at this guy. Now, I saw some of the videos. There was at least about a few people on YouTube that basically talks about this guy being the devil. That's because they actually paid close attention. But accusing 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, and Jay-Z, like, no, man, them artists don't come close to this guy at all, man. Jay-Z is nowhere near evil as this guy. Nowhere near at all, man. You don't never see Jay-Z with tattoos on his face at all. Never. Never once you see Jay-Z wearing a 666 on his clothing at all, man. Never. But this guy here was really that crazy. Like, he was really about it. And like I said, I don't listen to his music at all because his lyrics, I don't listen to that garbage. I'm not feeling it at all. You know, he like I said, I can't get it. I can't listen to somebody like that at all. I just don't, man. And that music to me, because I'm like that. I'm not gothic at all. I'm not gothic. I'm not dark. See, I think this guy, little Uzi Vert is also all gothic. Okay, they dark. Lil Uzi Vert, I think, is also into that gothic stuff. He might be satanic too. But it's just these two cats. But also too, these top artists also do the most drugs. They talk about doing drugs. They talk about doing prescription drugs, all types of methamphetamines, all kinds of stuff. Crystal meth. This guy was owning a whole lot of drugs. So when you do a whole lot of drugs, when you're that young, you're gonna do a whole lot of crazy stuff like he was doing. Beyonce, I never see Beyonce do the stuff he's doing. So y'all say she's satanic. Yeah, she was posing with a motorcycle that looked like a goat, but that could have been something else. That could be a lion. What G.K. Lewis pointing out, and see, that's another thing. G.K. Lewis will talk about these particular artists. Like I said, he'll talk about everybody else except the artists that really are satanic. I told you, Big Sean went on air and denied it. He said Kanye and Jay-Z got nothing to do with the devil. Bone Thugs-n-Harmony had nothing to do with Satan. You know what I'm saying? I listen to people's music. I listen to people's lyrics. This guy had dark lyrics. You know, he's into that sacrifice stuff. But he even said he might be a sacrifice. He said it. But all it was, he just got because, you know what I'm saying, problems, you know what I'm saying, bad things just caught up to him. It was just time to go. He knew it already. He knew somebody was going to come after him. Like I said, this is a young man here who had a lot of enemies. And plus, you got to take into consideration the women he beat had family that loved them women. They had an older brother, they had a daddy. The father wasn't going to tolerate that. So you got to understand too, man, when you beat women, these women, these men, this goes off for any man. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all young men, I want y'all to listen to this, man, what I got to say right now. When any man that lays a hand on a woman, that shows how weak they are. Mentally and physically weak. Yeah, I said it. That's any man. Any man that beat women like he was doing, you weak. Especially when it's a woman carrying your seed, carrying your child, okay? Now, it's sad that his child got to grow up without a daddy, but that's just what it was, man. When you beat women, man, you got to expect, man, there's going to be somebody it's going to be a woman that either got a daddy, who got a brother, who got a cousin, family who really love that woman. And they're going to want to do something to you. Because many men have killed a lot of women. They have killed. There's been fathers out there who lost their daughters because they women get involved with men such as XXX here. And see, XXX could have got mad to where he could have actually killed one of his women he was involved with. You see, that's how serious it was. And this man had already been to prison before when he was young. This man had been in prison when he was like 11, 10 years old, or 12 years old. He's in juvenile hall, the detention centers. And this man's already served time already. So like I said, this man was really that crazy. There was a woman at my church that I go to on the Pastor Ron C. Hill. Okay, there was a woman that went to church. Her name was Sister Penny. She got involved with a man that she thought was saved and right, but the man turned out to be something she ain't. She didn't really pray. She didn't really ask God to really help her. The man turned out to be extremely crazy. He actually killed her and her son out of fear that she was going to leave him. And it's sad because Sister Penny was a beautiful young woman. Her son was very smart, but they both lost their lives. And see, the man killed the son out of fear that the son was going to come back and kill him for killing his mama. Okay? But XXXTentacion represents the type of men in society that are that crazy. They will beat women. They don't care. This man was living his life and don't care what you think. So that's what I wanted to point out in this video, man. I just want to show y'all something. Yeah, there are people in the music industry that are satanic, but it's very, very few. This is not everybody. So if you want these people, especially on YouTube, that go around accusing everybody in the industry of being satanic, something's wrong with you. Okay? Matter of fact, I want people to go here and compare this guy's music and compare it to all these other known artists that always being accused of the devil. Because this guy's lyrics, you find his lyrics very different from what G-Unit was rapping about. Extremely different. Compare this guy's lyrics to a Mac Miller. Compare this guy's songs to J. Cole. So compare him to Chance the Rapper. Now, I'm pretty sure some ignorant people try to accuse Chance of being evil. That's clearly just just somebody that got something wrong with them. That's mentally screwed up upstairs. Y'all don't understand it. But like I told y'all in 2 videos ago, like the ones who worship like I said, the devil ain't gonna grant nobody no long life at all. That's black. See, had this guy been a white man doing this, he probably would be still living. Talk like he was talking, but the devil, you know what I'm saying? The devil, like that's why I understand how anybody black could worship the devil. Why would you do that? Why would you worship a created devil? An entity that doesn't care about you, that allow all this stuff to go on with your life. That's what I really don't understand. So y'all gotta understand this, man. Everybody in the industry ain't worshiping the devil. They not that dark at all. Their lyrics ain't as evil as XXXTentacion is. Okay, like I said, because outside the camera, this man was, like I said, even worse than he was on the camera. And like I said, he was probably gang banging, doing all kinds of other stuff, and then it just got him in. One of his enemies got him. They caught him slipping. in a Lamborghini too. So that's what I want to show y'all, folks. The ones who really worship the devil, who really is about their life, they'll openly tell you and show you. They don't gotta hide it. See, that's another thing y'all understand. Somebody really gave it to the devil is a real Luciferian. They go show you. They go point it out. They go either show you by imagery, like I said, they go have tattoos dedicated to it. This 17 number, all this stuff, man. They go actually tell you. They go tell you what's up. They go show you in their music and their lyrics. Okay, that's what y'all gotta understand. Ain't no, a real Luciferian, a real somebody who really is down with the devil. They not gonna hide it. They got nothing to hide at all. They gonna openly tell you. Okay, they know they go like this guy do. He's gonna die. They know they gonna die already. They know already, but they doing what they want to do. The devil has granted them, you know what I'm saying, riches and fame, so they go pay for it. He knew it was coming, but he wanted to get his message out. And see, plus this man probably knew he did a lot of terrible stuff. He knew he had to die. The man knew he was evil. You know what I'm saying? He's a human being that he might have thought that he wasn't going to live too much longer. He did a lot of bad things in his life, a lot of terrible things, so he probably knew he got to pay for it. That's what he's doing. He wanted to die. That's another thing I'll probably look at too. He probably wanted to die. He don't want to live no more. He didn't want to be down here. But he wanted to get his message out. He wanted to supposedly help others that followed him. But I'm just showing y'all, man. It's sad. See, people like this, you got to pray for. And I pray other people out there, you know what I'm saying, other kids out there like him, they get the right help they need. Because I could guarantee you it's going to be another XXXTentacion somewhere out there down the future coming into the music game. Like I said, it's literally 1 in 50. It's literally like a bunch of like maybe 15 rappers that come in WXL. It's always that one. It was 1 or 2. It's very few. Like when All Future Wolfgang came into the scene, okay, they was doing shock value like this guy was doing. Like I said, they were atheists. And they made an impact, but see, Tyler Creator eventually changed his music around. All of them stopped talking about that crazy stuff. You know, blaming God for not being around and doing upside down crosses. They stopped doing it. Tyler Creator obviously changed eventually. You know, Tyler Creator and All Future, their music started melting out. They started doing other type of music. They was doing on this crazy stuff. This guy kept on. This dude got 2 albums where he's talking about all this crazy stuff. Okay, so y'all, this is what y'all must understand. Even on a music video, when he hanging little boys with the rope. Okay, he was obviously trying to do reverse racism. When he tried to hang that little boy with that rope, he was obviously, you know what I'm saying, mad that he was obviously angry what happened to his people, but you can't do the same thing the enemy did to you. Okay, that was a bad image, man. That was totally sending a wrong message. A child, you gonna hang a child. So no, like I said, the Most High had to, like I said, he had to be taken out. That's just what it was. Like I said, I didn't wish no death on nobody, but like I said, it was bad karma. He had it coming to him. And who knows, man? It could have been somebody, like I said, it could have been somebody who didn't like him doing that. It could have been somebody white that saw what he was doing. It probably took him out too. It could be anybody. Anybody that took it, anybody that shot it, could be anybody that killed this dude. Man, that's just what it was, man. Like I said, he had bad karma. He talked about karma in his video. He believed in it, but he was just evil. That's just what it is. Anyways, man, y'all like, subscribe, y'all comment what you think about XXXTentacion. And I want to hear from a fan too. I want one of these fans to comment on my video. I want one of them to tell me what they thought about XXXTentacion. I want y'all to interpret it. What you think? Did you think he was a demon? Was he a devil? What do you really think, man? What was his real personality? Because from what I seen, and because I seen the interviews, I said this young man had it rough as a child. And see, like I said, there's plenty of other kids in the ghetto that grew up rough like he did that have to live his life. But y'all tell me what you think, man. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.